All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for our 6 dash pep rally.
Just hang on. She's got to mute and then bring people back.
Yeah.
How quickly they forget.
I'll.
Maureen and where's Jessica's name?
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Here comes Scott. And they're getting in. All right, and I sent Jess and Maureen the unmute request. They're both. And then Scott, I'm sending you a request to unmute. There we go.
You ready for us? Are we ready to go here? Are we doing this pep rally?
Yeah!
Rock and roll.
Mountain time at 5, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Jessica Beecham.
6 dash. Hey. All right. Well, welcome everybody. I'm so excited that everybody could join us for our 6 dash call. I was just out getting in my miles for the day. That way I can stay well ahead of Worley. He and I have a little discrepancy on who's ahead right now, but I think it's me.
I'm not sure you are, Jess.
You cheat. You cheat. Wait a minute. Hold on. She counts everything. I mean, if she steps up on a step anywhere, it gets counted. Now, me, I'm very methodical and very honest.
So what's your measurement tool, Kev? What do you measure your miles with?
When I come home, I sit down and say I feel like it was 3-ish.
Uh-huh. Well, I've got the step counter to back it up on my Apple Watch. So
the point is, people can do it any way they want because we're on the honor system, and join up.
Absolutely. So today we're going to talk about a number of things. We are going to go through how you can log your miles, what all you can do on the system, what the timeline for the event is going to look like, some tips on how you might know how many miles you've done if maybe you don't have the tools like Kevin was saying, maybe you don't have a Fitbit or you don't have an Apple Watch or something like that. But before we do all that, how about some welcomes? Scott, Maureen, Kevin?
Well, I'm going to say happy birthday to Maureen, and I am so excited to be a part of this whole NFBCO Comcast 6 dash. I think this is the coolest thing. Next Thursday, we're going to have another pep rally with more special guests. Today, we actually are going to draw for some door prizes. Kevin Kovacs over here is going to help us do that, and we'll come up with some way to give folks some gift cards. And so if we can help you in any way, as they step you through all the process, if we can help you anyway, engage family, friends on a fundraising team. By the way, Doggers is a great team. If you want to sign up, join me and some of our guide dog folks on the Doggers. But we've got a lot to accomplish this month, and big happy birthday to Maureen. And so here's Maureen.
Thank you, everyone. And it's great to be spending my birthday on Mountain Hour at 5 for sure. And I'm super excited also about the 6 dash. This has just been such a fun event. This is our 3rd year now. And I'm glad that even in the midst of the pandemic and everything that's going on, that we're still going to be able to participate in a really fun and engaging and interactive way virtually. I think we're all going to find that this platform is so versatile, and there's so many things that we can do which really make it a lot of fun. I just want to mention that if anybody needs assistance or some help with the 6 dash, you can use our hotline and our email address. So the number is 303-778-1130, extension 219. Just leave your name and phone number, what you need some help with, and we'll make sure to get your question answered and get someone to call you back, or send an email to assistance@nfbco.org. All right, thanks.
The other thing I would just say before we get Scott on here is you can use those same numbers if you have trouble registering for the convention. Wow, what a week of blind. We got so much going on. So if you have trouble registering, or you know that we need to call someone to get them registered up for the convention or the 6 dash, you should do so. Also remember our sponsors. It's the Comcast 6 dash, our public service announcement campaign all over Colorado on Comcast network show. It's out. It started running on October 5. And so if you happen to be a Comcast subscriber and you're watching the Golf Channel at 3 in the morning, you might actually see the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. On the other hand, we know that it's going to run on some primetime shows as well. So this is an exciting month for the National Federation of the Blind, and our leader that helps make it all happen, President of the NFB of Colorado, Scott LaBar, is on.
Well, thank you, Kevin. First of all, I want to say, Maureen, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, happy birthday to you. Anyway, that'd be a mess if we all tried to do that on Zoom.
Thank you.
But yeah, so Maureen, you're like, you're 29, I think, something like that?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
That's what I thought. Hey, listen, so any of your routes on the 6-dash, wherever you're walking, wherever you're running, rolling, whatever you're doing, all roads on the 6-dash trail lead to our state convention.
Woo!
October 29th through 31st, everywhere, anywhere. That's where the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado is going to be. I was just working before this call, Kevin, with Paul Sandoval and Curtis Chong. They were testing out all the audio. We got things sounding really good, Kevin. You'll be impressed.
Nice,
Yeah. And so we're really excited about our state convention only 3 weeks from now, but we need you to register. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're in Colorado, Utah, Canada, Zimbabwe. It really doesn't matter. Anybody can register for our convention. It's $0, and we need you to go to our website, www.nfbco.org. The registration button for our state convention is on the homepage. In fact, it's the first heading. If you're using a screen reader and you hit H for headings, you'll find that first. Right below that, Kevin, right below the state convention information is a button for the 6-dash.
Yeah, they're two big red buttons if you're non-blind.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
I know these things.
All right. So please, we need you to register. The deadline for registration is October 13th. Now, after October 13th, you certainly will be able to tune into the convention, but you won't be eligible for door prizes.
No.
Yep. And if you're a member of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado, and you're a member if you are a current paying dues member, your dues are up to date with any of our local chapters or our divisions. So you want to make sure you're up to date with your dues. If you're a current dues paying member of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado, you'll be able to vote in our elections, vote for our resolutions, all of those kinds of things. So please register for our convention. The deadline again is October 13th. Welcome and thank you to the 6-dash. We have to do it differently this year, but I think we'll do it just as well. So thank you very much, Kevin. Let's go raise some money. Let's build the federation.
Yeah, baby. Now let's turn it over to the hostess with the mostest and our favorite long-distance runner, the first vice president of the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. To take us through all this, here's Jessica.
Hey, everybody. Before I get started, how about we hear really quickly from our friends at Audio Information Network of Colorado.
All right. Kim Ann Wardlow should be here. If we can.
And I just, before you get started, I just want to take a second and say what great friends Audio Information Network are to the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado. Not only do they always support at our state convention, but they always are happy to do public service announcements for us and post anything that we send out. And so they're really great partners to have. And so thank you so much, Kim. And I'm going to mute now.
Well, thank you, Jessica. We really enjoy supporting what the NFB of Colorado is doing, and we'll be promoting both the 6-dash and the convention. So we're happy to do that. And we're excited. This is our first year of sponsorship for the 6-dash. We've sponsored the convention, and I see some familiar names on this call or this meeting. So I know several of you at least, but for those of you who might not be familiar with the Audio Information Network, we're a service that provides access to print And we try to provide things that are different from Newsline so that it's not just a duplication. So some of the local news, ads, magazines, day-to-day kinds of things that folks might want to hear. And right now we're in a process of really looking at our programming and exploring what people might like, whether they're using our service at this time or not, what might be most beneficial to folks. And we're planning to have a survey link available for the conference, and with some possibilities of prizes for folks that help us gather some information about how we can make this service better and more meaningful to all of you, and be providing what you would like to hear, and maybe something very different from what we've done in the past. So we're excited to do that and to be supportive of both of your events.
Thanks, Kim. And how do we get in touch with you? How do we sign up for the service?
So you can go to our website, which is www.ain as in network, Colorado spelled out, .org. So aincolorado.org. Or you can definitely always call us, 303-786-7777.
Right.
And we can help you over the phone. You'll probably speak to Dan. He's usually the person who answers the phone, but he or Matt can get you all signed up and registered, or answer questions. And right now, I would say we have listening options, but for folks who may not be aware, right now our most popular listening option is the Echo Dot. And we do provide the Echo Dots to folks that register and would like to listen that way to one of our skills. And we have our podcast skill and our streaming skill, both in English, and then a duplication of those skills in Spanish. So that's our most popular offering right now. Obviously, if you don't already have an Echo, having an Echo gives you lots of other benefits and things that you can do besides just accessing the AINC programming. So we feel like we're giving folks, a little bit extra beyond just our programming by providing the Echo Dots to listeners. So that's available. We don't charge for this service. We don't charge, for the Echo Dots.
Woo, all right, Kim, you're here. Woo.
Thank you.
There you go. Where'd Jess go?
Awesome.
Okay.
Oops. I am right here. I'm sorry. So the next thing we want to talk about is getting all situated with your 6-dash. So if you have not yet signed up for the 6-dash, the way you do that is by going to www.6-co.com. And then there's a button that'll say registration, a link that'll say registration. You just click that link, and that will take you to the Run Sign Up homepage where you actually sign up for the event. Now you're going to want to save that particular link somewhere. And we might even we'll probably just put a new enter results link on our homepage too. That will just route you back to that homepage, just that way it's super easy to find, because that same page where you register for the dash is also where you submit your results. So by registering for the 6-dash this year, you're automatically able to play in all of the races. You can do a 5K and enter your results for that. You can join a team and enter your results for a team. And you can also do an individual challenge and enter your results for the individual challenge. So one $30 registration gets you access to all of those different options, which is, I think, a really cool feature of the virtual race. So you sign up one time and you get to play from the day you sign up through November 8th. So you have to log each of your results. So if you do want to do all those things, then you have to go to submit results, and you have to submit your results for the 5K, for the team, and for the individual challenges. So to submit your results, what you do is you go to that that page that you use to sign up for the 6.dash, and there will be a button that says submit virtual results. It's a link that says submit virtual results. You click on that link. You'll have to either enter your first name and last name or your email address and date of birth. It'll give you the two options. Those are the two ways that you can get in to be able to enter your results. Once you're there, you will have an option of which results you want to enter, and you'll be able to enter your results from there. And if you have any questions with any of that, you can email assistance@nfbco.org, or there's also on the website links to our race management company, Runners Roost, and they're happy to help as well. So does anybody have any questions so far about the registration or the entering miles process?
Raise your hand. We got Lisa. Lisa?
Can you only start entering what you have completed from the day that you have registered, or can you go back?
You know, that's a really good question that I will have to email the race management team about, but my guess is that since the race begins October 1st, that it would be from October 1st. But if it's different than that, I'll put a message out to Colorado Talk. And if we have a lot of people that have that question, we can also send messages to everybody who signed up for the race. So for example, this information that I'm giving everybody right now about how to log your miles is either has already come to you all in an email or will be coming to you in an email today. So everybody will be getting that information.
If they're registered.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, if you're registered. If you're not registered, you won't get that email.
I got it.
Sorry.
So registered.
I can forward it to you, though.
Sure.
Marianne.
Marianne. She's probably running now, usually.
I am unmuting and trying to find as quiet a space as I can while I'm out here on Broadway in Boulder. And Kim Ann, I have to say before I say any question thing, any of your folks up here in Boulder at AIN are absolutely welcome to join the Boulder Valley Braille Bounders. We would love to have you joining our team. Oh, my bus just passed me by because I turned my back. Oh well. But that's okay. There's another one coming. Good things. But my question is, if we are doing miles cumulative miles for a team, can we enter them in like once a week or something like that, or do we just tally them up for the entire time of the race and enter them in at the end?
You can enter them along the way.
Oh, good. That will make life way easier.
Yes.
And I just want to put out there that the Boulder Valley Braille Bounders are going to be doing our 5K next Thursday up on the Wonderland Lake Trail in Boulder, and we would welcome company if company wants to come. As long as we're social distant, we're doing it right, but we're joining with Achilles International Boulder to do our 5K, and we're encouraging team members. We are raising funds, and I'm more than halfway to my personal fundraising goal, but our team needs some help. So, you know, you can join the Doggers or any of the other ones, but if you're up my way, come join our team. We are happy to create the fun up here. And Kevin Worley, if you can catch up with me at some point, I want to get a press release out to things up here in Boulder.
Awesome. And so what time is the event going to be on that Thursday?
It will be at 6 p.m.
Awesome. So if everybody meets a little early, you guys could be on the tail end of Mountain Hour on our next week's special Mountain Hour. We could have your live event.
Definitely could.
That would be cool.
I can find out if we can kick it off a little early and at least gather up early. It would be fun.
Right.
Who knows? We might even stream it live on Facebook or something.
Awesome. Super cool. All right. Do we have any other questions?
There's one here called Zoom Learning.
Zoom Learning. That's cool. Wonder who that is. I don't know, Mr. Learning. Next Thursday is White Cane Awareness Day, part of our Meet the Blind month, and we will have a pep rally on Mountain Time at 5 before joining Mary Ann and the Braille Bounders.
Woo!
Aaron?
There's
Hey,
Aaron.
I just wanted to ask, so I didn't sign up for a team at the beginning, but if I wanted to sign up for one like later, can I do that, or does it have to be when you initially register?
No, you can go in any time and join a team.
Sweet. Okay, thanks.
No worries.
Yep. Join the doggers.
I don't have a dog.
That's okay. You have a cat. That's really cool.
Yeah. Colorado Springs has a team. Woo-woo.
Hey everybody, this is Julie.
Hey Julie.
Hey, so we're going to do through the center, we're going to have about 4 or 5 teams, and we're going to compete against each other too. We'll have a competition throughout the center plus with everybody else. So we're so looking forward to it. We're kicking it off tomorrow. All the students and staff are walking to our student apartments.
Awesome. That's super fun.
Should be fun.
Yeah. The one thing I would tell people too, if you've looked at the weather forecast for next week, try to get a bunch of miles into this week, because I am told we might be getting some pretty inclement weather.
Well, I'm definitely getting.
Sorry, Jeff.
I'm definitely getting miles in this week because I'm not at altitude and I feel like a superstar runner.
Cheater. Candace from Springs.
Hello, Kevin and everybody. So I have family that's registering from Texas. Whenever they register, would they be able to join the Springs team, or do they need to register as an individual?
Nope, they can do both. So when you register once, you get everything. So they can register themselves, and then they can join the Springs team, and they can log their individual results as well.
Okay, thanks. Awesome.
We're excited to have them.
Yeah, we like Texans. You know, whiskey for my men, beer for my horses, and all that.
No other hands yet.
All right. So earlier we were talking a little bit about ways that you can track your mileage or figure out how much you have walked. Like, what is a 5K? Like Gary Van Dorn, I'll pick on Gary because I know he wouldn't care if I picked on him. Today sent me a text with his Apple Watch workout and said, does this count as a 5K? And it was 5.1 miles. I was like, well, Gary, that's almost 2 5Ks. So, so I was like, absolutely, that'll count as a 5K. So just some simple tips. You can use any device like a smartwatch, like an Apple Watch, that does actually track your mileage. You can use step counter or pedometer devices, like even your health app on your phone if you keep your phone with you a lot, or a Fitbit or something like that. With those, if you're using steps, 2,000 steps is roughly a mile. So that's what I would encourage you to think about. If you don't have a device that actually does track your mileage, you can use that 2,000 steps figure. So if you're getting 10,000 steps in a day, you're probably walking roughly 5 miles in that day that you can log. Also, let's say maybe you don't have a step counting device. A regular sort of walk pace an average, if you will, sort of how Google Maps calculates it, is about 20-minute walking is a mile. So if you're a really fast walker, you may think, oh, you know, I'm probably between 15 and 18 minutes for a mile. That's fine. You can calculate your mileage like that. But if you're kind of just an average pace walker, you can figure if you've walked for 20 minutes, you've probably walked a mile. Does anybody have any questions about how you can figure out your mileage, or is anybody stuck on being able to figure that out in any way?
Well, Kevin looks for hands. I would just say we were kidding about it earlier, but I pretty much know some of the routes that Onyx and I walk. And so, you know, I'm on a pace right now, just my own personal regimen. I do 4 miles one day, 5 miles the next, 6 the next, and 1 the next. And I just keep repeating that, and I'm up to 26 miles. Is it completely accurate? I don't know. It might be 23, it might be 32, but it's pretty damn close. By the way, I've registered Onyx. Feel free, if you've got an extra $30, register your dog. Who do we got, Kev?
No hands.
No hands, Jess.
So the next thing I want to talk about is the ability to use the 6-Dash as a fundraiser.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you fundraise for an event, you don't get any direct benefit. But the cool thing about the 6-Dash is when you sign up for the 6-Dash, if you fundraise $100, you get your $30 registration returned to you.
What?
And it happens really pretty quickly. So like I put my fundraiser up and I hit that $100 mark, and the next morning I had an email that my race registration had been refunded. Now I'm going to decide, because I want to raise more money for the Dash, to turn around and donate that $30 back. You can do that if you'd like to, but you can also keep that $30 and let everybody else, you know, help support your ability to participate in the race by supporting you in fundraising. And if you have any trouble setting up your fundraising, you can set up your fundraising page when you register, but you can also go back in at any time and set up your fundraising page. It's kind of like a team. And so if you need help becoming a fundraiser, just email again that assistance at nfbco.org, or reach out to myself or Kevin Kovacs or Maureen or Worley or Aaron or somebody on our team, and we're happy to help you set up the fundraising page. It's super easy. I put mine up on Facebook 2 days ago, I think, and I've raised $400 for the 6-Dash. So that's like, like 13 registrations about, roughly. So it's a cool way to be able to raise some extra money in a time when we can't get together, we can't have the fun beer tasting, or, you know, some of the things, like we're going to have a lot of fun doing the 6-Dash, but we can't do some of the things that might have drawn some participants in. So it's a way we can still help to keep this one of our biggest and best fundraisers that the NFBCO does each year. Anybody have any questions about fundraising?
So I hope people will take advantage of that aspect. What Kevin did, Kevin, let's go through. You emailed me my link.
Yep.
For my fundraising page. You set it up. You emailed me the link, and I posted it on Facebook with some of my grandiose rhetoric, and I've now raised $30. So I mean, I'm really cooking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you register as a fundraiser,
yeah,
it'll be a runsignup.com / you can make it your own name, or it'll generate one for you, the website. And yeah, you just either post it anywhere or email it to people, and when they click that link, it goes right to your page, and when they hit donate, it gets accredited to you. And then as soon as you hit that $100 mark, yours is refunded, and then you can raise more than 100. You just keep going. You can still send it to anybody you want, and they can still donate even if you hit your 100.
And if you guys have some suggestions about, maybe we have a grand prize for the person that raises the most. I don't know that the committee's dealt with all those ideas about who runs the furthest, the fastest, the funkiest. I don't know if we've talked about all of that, but maybe folks have suggestions. Somebody goes off and raises $2,500 for crying out loud. We ought to give them something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any questions or thoughts about that?
We've got Karis.
Hey, Karis. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Karis.
So in order to put up that page on our Facebook, you're saying someone needs to email us that link so we can put it up? Because I don't think I saw where I needed to put it from the registration page.
Okay, so once you are registered and you set up all your stuff, you can either go in and get it, or if you'd like, I can find it and email it to you. But you would go into log into the Run Sign Up page, and then go to your profile. And then when that comes up, you can scroll down or tab down till it says, it tells what event you're registered for. There's a manage registration button. You can click that, and then it will take you to a page where you can either submit your results, or there's a button that says teams and there's one for fundraiser, one for teams. So you go to the fundraiser one, and then that will have your link to it. So it always starts with HTTPS : runsignup.com/ and then if you've created one, like you can make it like your name if you want. If not, it makes it a random set of letters, but you just copy that and then you can paste it into your email or your Facebook page.
Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can find that. Thank you.
Yeah, if not, just give me a shot.
Yeah, because I couldn't do it. I don't have that capacity. Oh, sorry, Scott. I don't have that capacity. So I just had Kevin email it to me, and then I was able to put it on Facebook with my comments, and it's done really, really well.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I already registered. I just, I think somehow I missed the whole pasting it or putting it on the Facebook thing, so.
Cool. Was Scott, I think Scott, did I hear Scott?
Yes, sir. I have an announcement, sir.
Uh-oh.
I have conferred with this person, and I'm announcing that this evening Mocha Labar is registering for the 6 Dash, and she is going to outpaw any other dog
in terms of
how much she walks and how much money she raises.
Oh, we're going to raise some money for Mocha.
All right.
That's right. So Mocha is signing up, and also I think you know this, Kevin, but Labar Law Offices is sponsoring the 6 Dash at $1,000.
Yeah.
So I urge all of us to find businesses to sponsor, and those of us who own businesses, like I just heard Blind Tech Training join, for example, to sponsor this race. So I don't think any dog is going to beat Mocha. I just don't think so.
Yeah, right. So
Carter's already been logging quite a few miles.
Yeah.
And we're fundraising together, so she's at 400 so far. So Mocha's gonna have to catch up. Now I don't know if we have to divide that in two since we're registered together.
Oh, definitely.
But Fidelco has a rule about panhandling with your dogs, and so we thought if I signed Prada up for her own fundraising page, it might be crossing the line slightly.
My dog is unaffiliated,
yeah.
unincorporated.
No, your dog's a Republican. We all know that.
Oh, no.
So we are already having fun with this thing, even though we can't get together and drink a bunch of beer together. And the fundraising element of this, folks, is key. I mean, we really could use this as a platform, as Candace is doing, as Kara's doing, to use our social media and bring people into the movement and help raise this money while we are all moving. I mean, the fact that I think I could do 26 miles in a week, 10 years ago, I could do 26 steps. And it is because of the National Federation of the Blind and the Sports and Rec Division and the center and all of this family we have that it encourages all of us to do more, to reach higher, to reach further. And so we do want to honor those sponsors such as Philadelphia Insurance, Labar Law, Comcast, Blackstone Consulting, Inc., Southern Foods, Vanda, AI, and all those other sponsors that'll be joining us along the way.
We have one of our silver sponsors on the line with us.
Which is?
And?
Amira Lucas.
Oh, is she here?
Yeah.
She's here. So Amira, would you say a couple words?
Hey, everybody. Yeah, hi. And
Hey,
really,
Amira.
I'm going to put Kyle on the phone because Kyle's actually the real sponsor. with the practice, so I'm going to put him on the phone so he can say a couple words.
And I love Amira, but I loved Kyle first because he was my running guide before they ever even had a blind kid. So it was like destiny.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
What am I doing?
Because you're a sponsor for the.
Yeah, so we just wanted to give you a couple seconds to say hi if you wanted to, and we wanted to thank you. And
what's your company's name, Kyle?
Ability Counseling.
And what do you do? What does it do?
Mental health therapy, mostly with adults with intellectual and developmental disability.
Great. Well,
nice.
Sponsoring, and if there's anything we can do to promote what you do, that's what the Federation family is all about. And thank you so much for being a sponsor. And thank you for your wonderful wife who's been so active with our parents. And thank you for letting us see that little boy get his first cane at like 16 months. That was so awesome.
That was cool.
No,
that was pretty cool. I'm excited to see that commercial.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to be watching it here in just a second.
I found it today, and actually somehow, and when I was looking for Comcast or something, and came across it. So I watched it earlier. It was awesome.
Nice. Well, Kovacs, are you ready to roll it for us?
The commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that he knew.
No, I didn't know we were.
Oh, well, okay. We're going to give Kovacs a second to get that ready. But in the meantime, we have Erin on the call. And Erin doesn't know I'm going to ask her this, so Erin may shoot me in the face later. And she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to. But Erin is somebody who just completely inspires me every single day. I watch her on our Apple Watch. We're friends, and we see each other's activities, but Erin has recently gotten back to running, and I wondered if Erin would tell us a little bit about her back to running, back to fitness journey.
Yeah, sure. Can you guys hear me? I just unmuted myself.
You sound awesome.
Okay, awesome. I was like, I didn't wait for permission. I kind of just went for it. And there'll be no shooting in the face, so no worries about that at all. Yeah, I got back into running. So I started running probably in like 2013, 2014, and I have been over 300 pounds for majority of my life, I'd say. I mean, I guess you can't count when I was like 6 years old because that would just be terrible. But I ran the New York City Marathon. I was running half marathons. It was like great. And then I decided that I would just, do whatever I wanted, and I gained all the weight back. So I joined Noom at the beginning of this year. And since the beginning of this year, I've lost 70 pounds, and I can absolutely tell it that I can run, because it's very hard to run when you're that big. But, I'm doing it almost every day. I try to give myself a little bit of time in between, since I still, am a little bit heavier, and I'm trying not to break my knees before I get back into another awesome race or beat everyone in the 6.dash challenge. So, but yeah, that's, basically just getting back in. I love Active. They have a lot of awesome workouts. And, when I can go indoors when we were allowed to go into gyms, or outdoors, but mostly I have the trail that I'm familiar with, and I run that every day. And on the weekends, I go for twice as long. So I don't know if there's anything specific you wanted me to touch on.
So about what mileage do you do? Share that with everybody, because I think it's impressive.
So on like daily?
Yeah, just kind of like how it kind of works out for you.
I average between 4 to 6 a day. But when I run, I'll run for 4 miles, but I usually like walk besides that too. And then on the weekends, on Saturday, it's a little over 6 miles. So I try to do a 10K every Saturday. And then on Sunday to walk a 10K. And Sunday's my break day. So.
And you still walk a 10K on your break day. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, now I have a rower too, so now I can get back and I can row. But I'm like, I really want, tacos. So I'm just gonna do the 10K, eat some tacos, and then row while I hate myself.
Nice. Well, and rowing, it's like if you row, I know Maureen does a lot of rowing too. Sometimes certain exercises aren't as accessible to us. Like, Kevin Kovacs might do the respirator with his arms, or somebody else might bike. And we are so flexible with how you log your miles. It's all about moving in this thing. And this isn't targeted to competitive runners who are really, we're not really trying to see which one of us can run all the way across the United States in the month of October, because probably nobody who's in this group is going to make that cut. But we can get what we can, and we can get it how we can. So if rowing is accessible to you, if biking is accessible to you, if pushing is accessible to you, like whatever way that you can move is the way that you should move, and that's the way that you should get your miles. Marianne, I wondered if you would tell us a little bit about your Zombies Run app that you use.
And after
Sure, I can definitely do that.
Right after Marianne, we're going to play the spot. And then right after that, I want to call on Eileen just for brief, because I know that a year ago this time, she had all kinds of health issues, and she's worked out like a mad woman, like she's never done. So
she is another rock star, and Abe, and we've got a whole bunch of rock stars that I admire on this call. So absolutely. Marianne, take it away. Then Eileen, then Abe, and commercial. And
there we go.
And I am on the bus, so you will hear bus announcements as I say. But one of the ways, I love Active too, but I also use Zombies Run, which is a very cool app that encourages you to run while you are hearing stories and basically surviving after the zombie apocalypse. And you are working on different kinds of missions. Sometimes you're supplying the town, sometimes you're out there protecting the town, sometimes you're on spy missions. It's all kinds of different things. You play your own music, and then bits and pieces of the stories come at different intervals, and you can either choose to have zombies chase you, in which case you have to run faster so that they don't catch you, or you can choose to run without the chases on. But some of the cool ones that I've done recently that I really love, I did a 5K that was learning about the Grand Canyon. One was the history of the Grand Canyon. One is going to be the run down the canyon. I've done ones that were exploring the solar system. The day of the Boulder, I did a 10K race from the sun all the way out to, I forget what's the last planet officially now these days.
Buduan.
But there we go. It's all about movement. It's all about fun, and you can post your results, and it's just a really, really good time. I encourage it. I typically run somewhere to 3 to 4 miles a day every day in my house.
Right, in your house.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to hit the commercial, and then we're going to hear from a couple more of our fantastic registrants.
All right, here we go.
We are the National Federation of the Blind Colorado Center. We are parents, athletes, seniors, students, teachers, business owners, and more. And we know that blindness is not the characteristic that defines us or our future. Partner with us and register to walk, run, or roll virtually between October 1st and November 8th at 6dotdashco.com. 6, spell out dotdashco.com.
That is Brett Boyer's voice, by the way, our tech teacher at the center, doing that spot that started airing on October 5th, thanks to Comcast, the wonderful group that they are. They are also helping us to leverage that commercial to get a lot of other publicity through other media outlets. So we can't thank them enough. Also, they just wrote us a check for $1,000 to help be a sponsor as well. So that's a great job, Brett, and great job, team, for getting that relationship off the ground.
All right, awesome. Eileen, do you want to say a few words?
She always wants to say a few words.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, Jessica. I just want to say that within the last year, I starting last May, so it's been a little over a year, I guess, but I went into the doctor to be weighed and was totally amazed at how much I weighed. And I will just say that I have lost 45 pounds. And I also went down like, let's see, 12 sizes. So I am feeling much better, and I really appreciate all of the support that I get from my NFB family.
Aw.
Well, tell us about what all you've been doing on the treadmill. I know you had to take a little break because of your foot, but you were really rocking and rolling the treadmill thing.
Actually, I'm still on a break because of my foot. But what I will say is that I have gone from the treadmill, which was very heartbreaking. I was up to, at National Convention, I was doing 4 miles a day, which felt amazing. I mean, I still hate to exercise, but it felt amazing in my soul to know that I could do that. But so I have switched from doing the treadmill to things in the chair and things on the floor. And I always revert back to stuff that we learned at Mountain Time at 5 on our Workout Wednesdays. So although I am still not able to do my treadmill, or the other day I walked a couple 3 miles, but the next day I felt really bad. So I have to just be careful, and I'm going to continue to count the work that I do in my chair or on the floor.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Absolutely. Congratulations, Eileen, on all that accomplishments. But the other thing that you've done in the last year that's an accomplishment is the Zoom song. And since it's down at 5 hour, would you please do the Zoom song?
Could you do the Zoom song?
Sure. All we ever do is zoom, 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 zoom in our room. Colorado Zoom.
All we ever do is zoom in our room. What else?
And Abe, I want to hear from Abe, because Abe is another one that I just can't keep up with on the Apple Watch. He's hitting those high calorie goals every single day, and those like crazy crushing the step counts. If he marks his total miles, we're all gonna have to work really hard to keep up.
I don't know about all that, but thank you, Jessica. That's mainly because I'm back to work.
Yay!
So hey, how are you?
Yay! Glad you're back to work.
Yes, I am. So that's where I'm logging all those calories in, Jessica, because I'm up on my feet all day. But you know, even when I do have the opportunity to get off work, I do try to do a little short walk or a little bit of elliptical machine. But you know, I want to definitely take the time to thank the NFB and individuals like Scott and Kevin and Jessica and Maureen as well, as kind of being lights throughout these times of darkness right now, you know, as far as keeping yourself motivated. I appreciate you all, and thanks everyone for the continued support. Let's go.
Well, I sure do appreciate you too. And I'm gonna just try to keep up with you every day. I don't know, I always look and I'm like, man, all these people, they're already closing all their rings, and my rings are still open, and I'm like late at night trying to close my Apple Watch rings.
You know, that's true. But yeah, good job. Keep it up. I'm trying to do what I can too as well. So.
Absolutely. All right. Well, do we have any other questions or comments from anybody?
I do.
About anything we talked so far.
As we wait for hands, I hope folks will take advantage of the website and get help if you need it. Encourage your brothers and sisters to join us as fundraisers. Encourage them to sign up. Encourage their families like Candace has done. Look, you know, we couldn't do the in-person event this year, so we're behind the 8 ball in terms of raising the dollars. And we won't raise as much at state convention as we typically do through the raffles and the candy sales and all of that kind of thing. So, you know, the National Federation of the Blind needs the dollars, and we need healthy members. And so to the extent that you can get motivated around this any way you can, whether it's steps, miles, blocks, dollars, getting your cousins involved, go to the Lions Club. Ask them to sign up. Go to your church. Ask them to support you. This can be a huge Meet the Blind event for the National Federation of the Blind of Colorado all the way through November 8th. So if you need help, if you need support, reach out to the team. We're happy to help. I can't do this tech stuff, you guys. If I didn't have this team, hell, all I can do is talk a blue streak. If I didn't have this team, I wouldn't be where we are. So sign up and make this a big part of your life because it's a fun thing. Got any hands, Kev?
Nope.
No hands.
But if anybody needs help registering, I'm sure you'll be pushed to me at some point. So just leave your name or email, and I'll get back with you and help you get on.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Yeah.
And Abe texted me during the call, and he's signing up on Kevin's team.
Hey.
So Kovacs will be helping him get on the Doggers team today. And so we encourage anybody else who's on this call, maybe if you're not signed up yet, or maybe you just haven't had a chance and you've meant to. That was me. I didn't sign up on the 1st of October. I was a few days behind that. Getting signed up, I just got a little bit behind, but being behind is okay. It's just always better to go ahead and get signed up and get your fundraiser out there and start logging those miles. And I was already logging my miles. I was already counting my miles before I signed up. So, just start today if you haven't already started.
The Colorado Springs chapter has a team. Boulder has a team. Colorado Center is going to have a bunch of teams. So all I can say when I say goodbye to you all is go team, go build the National Federation of the Blind.
All right. Scott, Maureen, anybody have anything else before we close?
They're out running. He's out trying to catch focus.
No, I thought I had to wait for a request. I'm sorry. No, I don't have anything. Just wishing everybody to go and sign up today. If you're not already signed up, join a team, have fun with this. And I'm just excited for this month. I think it's a really fun way that all of us can stay engaged with each other, since we all can't be together all the time like we're used to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We moved it to October so we could do it over Maureen's birthday month.
Yes,
we said it was for Meet the Blind month, but we really moved it for.
Sing Maureen now. Can we try that?
We can try.
All right, everybody unmute. This is going to sound terrible, but this is going to be fun. Ready?
It's also my birthday month.
Oh.
Yeah. Eileen. All right. 2 happy birthdays.
I can't let Maureen steal the whole month. Come on.
No, I want to share with you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Maureen. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
That makes me so happy that you were born.
Everybody.
Everybody singing.
That was cute.
We got the dog to bark. That's awesome.
Woo.
Happy birthday, Maureen. Many more years.
Thanks, everybody. Happy birthday, Eileen. Happy birthday, Maureen.
You're the best. Stay awesome.
I'm glad nobody cried.
Peace.
Have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.
You too. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, that microphone sounds awesome.